Good morning, YouTube. We've got a little bit of a vermin problem here at the stub.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and we are at our dealership, NG Supercars, in this building we lovingly call the Stub. Why? Because it's on Stubblefield Lane. I know, we're really, that one was a genius move there. We've got a bit of a mouse problem, and so today we're gonna get cats. I'm not a cat person, but whatever. I don't have any problems with cats. I'm allergic to them, and actually so is Josh. So we're gonna go to Austin Pets Alive and get some barn cats, as they're called. Apparently, they take these feral cats that they find, and these are cats that are like not suitable for indoor pet, loving, cuddleable kind of cats. These are more like rough and tumble, like F you, I'm gonna do what I want kind of cats. So we're gonna get some. And hopefully they're gonna eat these mice, because these mice are really causing a lot of damage. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so we've got mouse and rat traps everywhere. We've got these like electronic pest repellers, we've got the snap traps, we've got glue traps. They're basically everywhere. I've got like the rat poison stuff, I got more traps. I even put out a bowl of water. I'll explain that in a second. And then hilariously, in our little cubby area, I had a bottle of peppermint spray, and they chewed into the damn bottle of peppermint spray, which is supposed to like deter them. And so there was peppermint all over. This whole area just smells minty fresh. I feel like I fell into a batch of juicy fruit. They even chewed through the water lines for our reverse osmosis system like 4 times now. It's really, really frustrating. So we end up coming into the shop, and then the whole area is just flooded with water. It's just pain in the ass. These are like the little rat blocks. Oh, look! He chewed on it. I left it out on the counter just in case. Yeah, we've been using this stuff. We've been using that stuff. We've been using peanut butter in the snap traps. We've been doing everything. We've spent literally hundreds of dollars on rodent control. And here's where it really sucks. Check this out. We got to come in here to the office. And we sat there and noticed that there was debris falling out right here. Well, turns out they were living in that area, and they chewed through all of the insulation and the condensate line for that AC and that AC. So both those ACs are now disabled until we're gonna have to cut open the wall or the ceiling or the floors and redo all that crap. It's supremely frustrating. And then over here we again have more electronic repellers, which seem to do nothing. Oh yeah, there's like one of those like, poison things. And if we come out to the back side of the building, all right, so there's the AC lines, and you can see that little hole. Well, that was filled with spray foam, but they chewed through the spray foam because they're psychotic. So we shoved a rock in it, and then they ended up chewing through that spray foam. So we threw a rock in that one. And we've got bucket traps, so it like flips. Nothing's working. Absolutely nothing works. So the problem is that the rat poison, they do seem to consume, we've replaced a lot of rat poison. I believe the way it works is it's like a severe diuretic, and so they get ridiculously thirsty to the point where they will do anything for water. And that means they're chewing through stuff like the peppermint bottle, the water lines, just creating havoc here in our shop. So again, this leads us to a more natural pet solution or pest solution, which is the cats. So apparently you can only get them in pairs or more. You can't get one, so I guess we're getting 2. You'll find this hilarious. I was like, I'll just go to Pets Alive and get them. And Josh was like, no, I'm coming too. I'm picking out a cat. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know you felt so passionate about picking out a cat, but okay. So we decided we each get to pick out a cat. Well, then I went home and told Meg about it, and Meg was like, oh, no, you're sending me pictures. I'm picking out the cat. I'm like, these are not friendly cats. This is not like, I'm gonna cuddle you cat. This is a working cat. Okay, whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go get some cats. Before we do, real quick, we have 2 cars in the shop that we need to get pictures of. So right here, we've got actually a Roush Mustang. It's stage 3. It's like 750 horsepower. And then of course our gated 430 we just completed. We've got a weird check engine light that we're trying to sort right now. I don't think it's a big deal, but it's unrelated to the conversion. It's one of those things. Like, these are older cars, stuff happens. But we know that the stripes, most people aren't gonna want the Scud stripes, so let's remove them. So anytime you have a Ferrari, especially of this era, and you have to remove something that's stuck to the paint, there's a risk that the paint will come off. Unfortunately, Ferrari paint is, well, crap. So the best thing to do is use a hair dryer or some sort of heat gun, get it hot, and then try and remove it. Now this one, I had actually kind of already worked it a little bit, and you can see it's coming off pretty easy, but I don't want to go any further than that. I need to get the heat gun. I'm also gonna have to pop off this Ferrari emblem. Now this one I'm assuming will come off pretty good too, because it's directly on the paint. This one will be a little bit different because it's actually on a PPF. So worst case scenario is it damages the PPF and we have to just get a new PPF on this panel. The thing that usually scares us is if you are like doing stuff on the bumper, especially if it's been repainted, like if it got, you know, paint chips and they did another layer of paint, then that can really mess up the paint and you have a high risk of stuff going wrong. Ta-da! Less stripes. So there are still some tiny little marks. I think maybe with just time and dirt and whatever, it'll go away. But you can see it looks pretty good. Also, I think we're gonna have to let it sit out in the sunlight to just kind of let the, I don't know if you can see the lines, maybe if I get it just right. It's very faint, but it should come out in the sunlight. That will help cure the PPF. So overall, pretty good. Only thing, like I was worried about, this tiny little fleck of clear coat came off. So yeah, that's, I mean, even being super careful and everything, it's still tiny bit came off. So I don't know if we can blend that somehow.
Eventually.
All right, YouTube, we have cats. Unfortunately, they didn't let us pick out the cats, so we just have cats. And we're not gonna keep their names. We're gonna name them,
Hi guys.
we think we're gonna name them Enzo and Dino. I think you're gonna have to put that crate like way in there.
In there and then open it.
Yeah.
I don't want them attacking me.
Dude, I can start up in there. Just disconnected from the deck. You guys in the back?
Okay, YouTube. Well, we have to go get food and water, but they're in the crate. Yeah, you can't even really see them. Apparently, we're supposed to keep them in here for 2 to 4 weeks to let them get accustomed to being around people, because these are feral cats. They are not people friendly, right? They don't like people. So that's why we're taking a little bit of precaution. They might attack us and stuff. In fact, in the disclaimers, I had a sign that specifically said, if you pick them up, they will hurt you.
The brown one seems a little more chill than the orange one. The orange one's looking at me like he's
Oh, he's giving you the stink eye, man.
The orange one is going to be Dino, I think.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about that. Rosa Dino is orange,
Yeah.
so Dino,
And then the gray one can be Enzo.
yeah. Enzo's all chill and he's like, I rule the place.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll come out and you can actually see them later. But we need to get food and water.
The next day.
Hey YouTube, I'm going to talk softly because I don't want to scare the cats. So here's the deal. According to the schedule or plan, whatever, that the adoption agency told us to do, you're supposed to leave them in a confined space for 2 to 4 weeks until they get used to us and kind of associate this with home. I don't want to hear any comments about how we're being mean and keeping them in a cage, because I do feel bad that they're in a cage, but they're in a cage or a kennel. I bought the biggest dog kennel I could find, so at least they have some space. Anyway, they're still pretty freaked out, and one of them's actually sitting out, so I'm gonna walk up slowly and see if the cat will stay out. So the gray cat is Enzo. She is a female, actually, only 11 months old. The orange cat is Dino. Dino is 3 years old. I think Dino's gonna be more of a problem than Enzo. Anyway, poop, of course. As soon as I said that, the cat scurried away and hid back in the crate. Oh, well, they ate all the tuna, most of the food. Oh, poor Dino. Hi, poor kitties. Wow, you guys were hungry. You ate a lot of food. I will change out your food, give you some new water. Sorry that it's not like more comfortable accommodations at the moment. See, Enzo came out Not real. They're pretty. Give me the stink eye. Like, hey, who the hell are you? I'm sorry. Hey, on the good news, you're eventually gonna be let free and have full roam of this place. You're gonna be able to eat all sorts of critters and stuff. It'll be sweet. Thought I'd walk around and give you an update on our inventory in the shop. So, Hellcat has a pending deal. Basically, we're just waiting for the financing to go through, and then it will be gone. So probably this week, maybe next week. Monte Carlo. I know you guys want to know about the Monte Carlo. So we sold it on Cars and Bids, and the buyer ghosted everyone. Yep, never paid, never answered a single email, phone call, text, nothing. So I guess we're gonna have to sell that again. Josh is going to sell the Mercedes. Not sure exactly how much, when, any of that sort of information. So just hang tight. That'll be for sale soon. Same with the Jeep. He's actually gonna sell the Jeep, and the reason is because he's gonna buy that little 356 Speedster. He decided he loved that too much and he wants to keep it. So over here we've got the Ferrari California 2012, and oh my lord, the number of offers is outrageous. But of course, everyone's making low balls in it. So this car seems to have fallen into the Lamborghini trap of lots of people making horrible offers, and so far no one can actually come up with the money. It's very odd. It will probably be sold this week is my guess. I think we priced it pretty much exactly where it needs to be. F12, we've had 2 pending deals. I don't know. It's weird. The V12s are definitely a little bit harder to sell than the V8s, I think, because it is a more limited production car. So it's limited. It's more limited in who wants to buy it. 360 manual, still for sale. This is the OE manual, so this is an original car. Fantastic. Everything about it's pretty cool. It's very nice. This car we haven't done anything with. We haven't showed you. It is a Mustang Roush Stage 3. It's insane. 750 horsepower. I'm gonna do a review on it, so that will be in one of the upcoming videos. We're gonna get photos of it and put it up on the website and all that stuff in just a day or two. So you should see that very soon. And then right here, this is the car that we just converted. So this is the 430 that had the Scuderia stripes. Just removed the stripes, as you saw in this video. Getting pictures of that today. We'll get it up on the website very, very soon. I suspect it's not going to stay around very long because it's just a hell of a car. Moving over here, we've got the gunmetal gray 430, and a couple of you have asked if we're going to sell it, and initially we were, but Josh thinks he's gonna buy it. So Josh loved it too much. It's got some rare options. It's got the carbon ceramic brakes, and it's got the carbon bucket seats. So Josh was like, you know, the chances of us coming across this spec again is pretty low, so I'm gonna buy it. So that's the cool thing, but we're also going to do a clutch on it and convert it because it needs both. It needs a clutch badly, and well, it should be a manual because it's a glorious car. And finally, the 360 from Cars and Bids, the Unpimp My Ride car. Well, it's mid-conversion, and we still have to do the timing belts. So we have to get in the clutch pedals, well, the clutch pedal, the brake pedal, attached to the clutch, the shift box, shift cables, program it, and then the major. So that car is going to take a little bit longer, maybe 1 or 2 more videos. So like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Join us for some cool car stuff. And apparently now cats, even though I'm more of a dog person, but hey, cats are cool, whatever. I just can't touch them. I'm allergic to them. But we'll see you guys in more car videos, so you're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.